Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the DAX today? So, yeah, what can I say? I mentioned yesterday that this could potentially be looking like a flag of sort, and we're looking for a pullback back to this break, or at least coming to test this gap. Oh, we got it an extra. So I think now that theory is out the window. Next theory is that we have very similar to the Dow Jones. We have a strong move down, we've got a consolidation, and this could potentially be a flag. So the levels we need to watch out for are pretty much 11,490. Okay, a solid break below that is going to potentially bring this flag in to play, but my problem right now is we have this weekly 200 EMA. Okay, it is a previous swing high as well, and we are pretty much on the neckline here of this big head and shoulder. So I'm in two minds, and we'll have a look at the low time frame shortly. But if this pattern stays as this is a potential bullish signal. Okay, so you've got a strong move down. Buyers have stepped in, sellers have sold down, but they're failing to break below this level here. Okay, so 11,392. So if that holds for the week, we have a potential. I don't know what to put it, but it's inverted hanging man. It's a doji. It's an indecision bar. It's an inside bar, but pretty much it's a bullish signal. Okay. So what we want for on the weekly is a confirmation. So next week we want a green bar that will give confirmation that we have potential move coming to the upside. But for now, we're looking to see what we can do for today. And yeah, it's I suppose if you're watching this, I definitely wasn't watching this, but if you're watching this on the half hour, you would have seen first signal, a lot of indecision, second signal, off a level. There would have been an opportunity to be short at the top here, okay? And that would have given you a good 240 points. I'm just going to pop into the 4 hour quickly, and we've had another crossover. The thing that is in our favor for looking for longs is we have a potential higher low at the moment. You can see what I mean by these oscillators as well. When they're far apart and they cross, there's always a move to the downside coming. We're also outside the Bollinger here. So this is played out. The oscillator's warning has played out at the moment. So what we're waiting for is a consolidation of sorts. Now, well, we've tagged that level already, so we can delete that. And let us just get on to the half hour. Right, so, oh sorry, almost not an hour. But pretty much, okay, that played out. So the first hour, you can see we broke above the first hour, it rallied, and then you can see all the inside bar, first warning bells to tell you it was coming down, and we moved the downside. But what we're looking for at the moment is we do have an oscillator set up here for a long. So there is potential, and I say potential, that we do rally a bit, but I highly suspect that we're going to get going for a swing trade today. So it's either going to be more downside to come and test these lows, or we're going to consolidate, or alternatively just going to head back to test these previous highs. Either way, there's nothing here that's really convincing me that there is a decent trade setup at all. Don't like the look of this, because this was a strong move to the downside. So, this could just be a consolidation here, there, and there. Let's get this one up there. That could just be a consolidation for a second move down. And Dow normally plays its second moves pretty strongly. So, yep, I'm kind of 50-50. I'm sort of expecting more downside, but I am very wary about it because of where we are. Okay, so lastly, let's just have a look at the ichimoku. Let's see if we can see anything here on the daily. So you can see how Kijinsen, the red line here, has flattened out, and we've got Kijinsen running away from Kijinsen. Okay, this is not a very bearish signal. This is a signal that it is tired. Okay, so that's on the daily. So there is potential for a double bottom to form here. So that's kind of what I'm worried about. And the other thing on the 4 hour, you can see we have had a crossover. Technically, this crossover is still in play. There's nothing else that's playing with us, but we do have a bullish crossover. So the trick right now is to see what happens. Okay, and if we get down to the hour, you'll see we kind of have we had a bullish crossover, a bearish crossover. We've had a twist in the cloud, and we've had Chica's band breakthrough price. So that is 3 bearish signals. But because of the level and because of what I can see on the daily, I'm not entirely convinced. Okay. So in other words, I'm probably definitely taking Friday off. There's a lot of confusion here, and I'm not really in the mood for sitting and scalping this. Excuse me. So yeah, my advice to you today is take Friday off and let this thing play out, and let's see what happens next Friday. So I'm not even going to bother with looking at levels, because even if it does, if buyers do step in or we do break through this level, I strongly suspect we're going to get buyers at the very next level. Okay, and yeah, it could be any one of these tails to the downside here. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Sorry, not much useful information there, but with this geopolitical noise that's going on, and most of it's Trump's fault. Almost everything's Trump's fault. But yeah, well, nothing else I can say really. Just be careful. If you are going to play this, just watch this bottom level to downside, 11,457, and also just pay attention to the futures market. And the DAX futures market is green at the moment at 11,545. So I do suspect a little bit, probably a topsy-turvy day, up and down, ultimately resulting in sideways motion. Okay, if we do get a daily green bar again, that may give me some confidence that we've got a potential bottom here with buyers stepping in. But the day before the weekend, I think I'll just take a long weekend. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Sorry we can't give you much more here, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.